I'm going to show you how to fix this Panasonic plasma TV with model number TC-P65VT50. The issue we have is when I power it up, I can hear a click from the power supply. And if I press the power button, we get our red standby light, but no picture appears on screen. The customer was stating that before this happened, the TV would turn on and we would get the Panasonic logo on screen, but it would get stuck there and nothing else would happen. They'd have to power it off, power it back on, and eventually sometimes it would turn on until it got worse and worse to the point where now it doesn't even show a picture at all. Let's open it up and find out what's going on. Now that I've removed the back cover, we've exposed some of the circuit boards. I do want to go over a few of them with you. If we ever have an 8-blink error code, typically that's going to be because of your SS board that will need to be replaced. If you have a 7 or 14-blink error code, that will either be your SC board over here or your buffer boards, which are the two skinny boards on the far left side. However, here today we're experiencing a no picture issue, which that's going to be most commonly caused by our main board. Unfortunately, there's no easy way to determine whether or not the main board is for sure the issue without just performing the repair. The reason for that is because the issue that causes the failure is cracked solder joints between the processor chip and the PCB itself. What we need to do for this repair is remove the main board out of circuit, remove the processor chip completely off of the board, add new solder, resolder it back on, and then we can go ahead and test it to see if our TV works. So let's go ahead and get started with that. I've just removed the heatsink off of the board as well as some of the silicone pads. The silicone pads are like this guy. This is our last one on the board that I'll remove. And over time, they will start leaking a little bit of oil. So in fact, before we start our repair process, we do need to remove them and clean off the board because some of that oil has leaked on the board and can damage the board when we do our rework process. So I have a tub of isopropyl alcohol, 99.99%. I'm going to dunk the whole board in there, and using a soft bristle toothbrush, I'm going to give it a little bit of a scrub, and we're going to try and remove as much of that oil as we can in the area. Now, once you've removed the board off of the TV, you will notice that there is a metal heatsink on the bottom that also has one of those silicone pads. So it's going to be important that we scrub both the top and the bottom of the board for that oil. These boards are pretty much irreplaceable. They don't make them anymore. They've been more or less discontinued for quite some time now, so we cannot afford to have this repair go wrong. We have to make sure we get it right on the first try. I did replace a couple of the silicone pads between the processor and the heatsink because it was very crusty and old, so I couldn't install the original one back on. Some of the RAM and other pads on the other chips, those were still in good condition, so we left them as is. We have it back into the TV. Let's listen. We still get our click on from the power supply, but something I want to notice is if we wait about 10 to 15 seconds, we get another click. That click did not occur before the repairs. So this is actually normal, and we'd want to hear that second click of the power supply turning off after that 10 to 15 seconds. Let's go ahead and power back on. And I just heard the power supply click back on, and we have our picture. Look at that. Okay, no signal. Let's make sure I did plug in a Fire Stick. Let's make sure that that works. Sometimes when the processor chip that we rebuilt fails, it can have issues with HDMIs. So I want to be sure that my HDMIs are working. And maybe we are in HDMI 4. There we go. And this confirms our repair. If you're interested in sending in your mainboard for us to fix, we offer flat rate services which come with a 1-year warranty. Those are available on our website, which will be linked in the description down below. Otherwise, if you found the video helpful or useful, leave us a like, subscribe for more content, and thank you for watching.